thing we're going to be doing with this game is I'm going to be explaining kind of a how to get yourself through the very first little bit of this game very quickly. Because if you don't do it right, you're going to put yourself up to fail really fast. And trust me, you don't want to fail in this game. So, as you can see, I've got a couple different games. Honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and delete that one. This is the current game I'm playing right now. I'm actually getting back into it, started a fresh game, and for you guys, we're going to have our own game for this. So, let's get right into it. And I'm going to mute myself while it does the intro. Alright, so welcome to Graveyard Keeper. So as you can obviously tell, you've died. Oh my god, I'm dead! First thing I always say is, there's your chest. Any chest that is in your proximity can be used for your character's inventory. If you're crafting anything, you can use that to simply get those items taken care of. So if I put something in here, it's going to work in my yard. This is where we put the wood logs, stone, so on. So we're going to go up here. We got to dig Gary up. Now, the donkey he's referring to is this little vindictive little asshole. He is Russian. Capitalist bastard. Alright. Yep. Yes, scary. We will. Okay, so welcome to the morgue. The morgue consists of an area here all the way over here. There's a chute we can repair later on, but we don't need that in the first couple days of the game. Just like the mortuary desk, which we will eventually get the mortuary desk fixed, but it doesn't take that much. Here's the status on the body. Red skulls is bad, white skulls good. And since I have to do it the first time, we will take a hunk of flesh out and then go bury this body. I don't like having any bad bodies in my graveyard, but it's not going to give me a choice in this matter. I will exhume him later. So one thing you're going to notice is there's not a lot of space in this graveyard. That is the biggest thing you'll notice in this game, is there's not a lot of space. So you have to maximize what you've got and work around it. Alright. And there is our prima donna. And he's about to tell me off. So, here's the thing about Graveyard. The worse it looks, the more the spirits don't like it. So, to get positive, you need no red skulls on the bodies, etc. So he wants me to get the graveyard from current status to 5. Yep. We're gonna skip past this. And it's just explaining the burial certificate. Alright, welcome to the technologies tree. Let's take a look here. So the first thing you always want to go to in the trees is this, soft spares. This will actually purify the body. So we want to do that. This is something that you can do later once you get a little bit further. You want to build yourself up first. What I generally try to do is, first thing I want to do is the simple gravestones. And then it'll move us down over to here. Now building, we want to get the saw, firewood, stonework, and mining in those sequence. I like to do stoneworking because it's just me. Woodworking is something we will definitely need as well. Red tokens, you get those for building things. Green tokens are from clearing out vegetation and other things of that nature. Blue tokens are from studying. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to take out all this brush. You notice we went from really negative to not so negative? You'll see it jump up drastically in a minute. Alright, so here's the repair kit. So we want to take all those, all those tools as well. Okay, let's look at the character. So there's all the tools he uses. Here's everything we need here. So let's look at this. It's got a regular stone grave. It's got a regular headstone. Let's go ahead and fix that headstone. See? Already better. Alright, so this one we want to fix because that's a level 2. Notice it's just drastically taken everything up. We're going to go ahead and remove that one. And we're going to repair this. Let's see here. Not much to fix that. We'll go ahead and fix that one as well. And what I like to do is I'm going to remove some of these headstones because it'll actually help. So we've already got it from negative 26 to negative 10. So we're already on the right track. So we're going to run into town, and we will go turn in the death certificate and get some money, and get the next part of the conversations over with. I never understand. Only in that area does it chug. Even when I'm just playing the game, it does that, and it's just really weird. Welcome to the inn. So here's the wife. She knows quite a bit of stuff, so okay, and she does get some really good recipes. Dead horse tavern. And you get your first quest. So, one of the things you definitely want to get when you have the money for it is this. A teleport stone makes life so much easier. So, we're going to go find the blacksmith. Here's how hard it is to find him. This way. Yeah, good. I caught him in time. Their voices just drive me crazy. Here's why you like doing this mission. He gives energy and a broken sword. There's what we really want, is the whetstone. Whetstones are something we desperately are going to need in the long run. And see, he just made it where we can unlock new technologies that we needed. Okay, so here's where those potions are going to come in handy. Now then, watch. And that easy. Now, here's something you're going to notice also. So, notice how much it is to buy those iron ingots, and how much it is for those parts. So, once you make the furnace, you can make your own iron ingots For right now, unfortunately, we need them to move forward, but we're not to that part yet, so we can worry about that tomorrow. For each one of those, you can make, I believe it is 4 of these, 6 of these. So for the price of what he's asking for just one, you can get quite a bit. So if I wanted to buy him out, it's 20 silver for him. Where I can just make it myself, you don't really need him. He's more of a nuisance than anything, so we're going to go back. Another thing you're going to notice in this game is the fact that time progresses at a relative time field. So let's say you're doing something with the donkey, or you're doing something else, time moves at a normal pace. Another thing, garden. So we'll have to talk to the innkeeper. We'll be able to get that to use the property later. We're going to quick clear out all this brush. You'll see why in a moment. But the first thing we're going to really focus on is we are going to clear this out. Once we do that, we want to try to get into the basement next. Once we get in the basement, it's going to do a cutscene, as well as show us a few extra little things. Here's a smorgasbord of parts. So this is Snake. Snake is somebody we're going to have to try and get on our side. But he can wait temporarily. So to do this, we're going to have to do wood wedges, wooden planks, and iron parts. Notice I have enough iron parts that's not in red. So let's look at our tech tree. We have 14, 14, 14. So to move forward, we need this. And then we need just a little bit more here. We can get that. And then I personally like doing the stoneworking to get it out of the way. But the next thing in sequence we're going to desperately need is mining. So let's start cleaning this up. Alright, you notice we just ran out of energy. What I do is I put some parts down here that I don't really need, but right now we need all this. So we're temporarily going to keep all that inventory. Okay, I could use my next potion, but I don't want to. So the next thing we're going to work on is this, which will be very simple, but we're going to go lay down. So notice, still nighttime slightly. We're getting more energy. Once it becomes daytime, we get less energy. So this would be equivalency of Sunday. Moon is equivalency of Saturday. And here's our first ghost. here. Let's see. So I need a sawhorse. I've almost got enough to build the furnace. So let's take a look at the furnace stuff in just a second. So we need to remove this rock. Okay, so we need a little bit more stone. Funny thing is, this guy doesn't need food or water. He doesn't need a restroom. He doesn't need a lot of things, which is amusing in itself. So, let's see. We've almost got enough stone. So, we've got a stone stock there, wood stock, which, as we progress, we're going to need more. It's little things like that that you'll notice that we have to eventually get. But, to begin with, we don't need it quite yet. Now, you're going to notice in just a second we're getting a lot of red points whenever we finish a couple things. So here's where the logs are. I'll even tell you what you can do and what you can't do. So let's go to the graveyard. We're going to quick get rid of that body. That's really weird. Alright, so this is the body he was talking about. And normally we just take him over and burn his body, but that's later in the game. So we're gonna chunk him in the water. Any body that's thrown in the river goes to town. But the burning of bodies isn't something we really truly need right away. It's going to be a little while. So, relationship statuses. You'll notice not a lot of people have a good standing with him yet, except Blacksmith has 10, but nobody else does yet. So we're working on it. Another thing you can do, right click on something, you'll learn recipes. So I always try to clean up any debris I see because I want those green points. Alright, so we got 10 in that. So now we can work on unlocking that. Now the next thing we're going to have to focus on is primitive forging. That's going to be the next thing we need to work on. Go ahead and chop this tree. Oh, that one's too big, so we're gonna go to this one. When you chop any trees down, you need to take that stump out. If you don't take the stump out, you're not gonna have any trees regrowing in that area. And trees automatically will regrow on their own. You don't have to worry about it. Nice thing is you can actually hold F on this and just let it go. he will automatically do everything that's in the area that needs to be done. Now, neat trick. Pick up one log, push the others. You can literally push multiple logs at once and get them lined up and just push them up. Once you got them there, makes it a little bit quicker. I'm getting that. Anything you cut down that's a resource you can use to build something, you don't have to worry about it disappearing, which is nice. So there's primitive forging. We need that next. The next thing we're going to need to work on is advanced forging, because we're going to need that. Let's go ahead. We're going to need to put all these parts up that I don't need on me. Because there's no reason to keep them. Also, neat little trick. Flowers. Mushrooms. You can eat them for energy and recover health. As the game progresses, you're going to notice at nighttime animals will form here. That is stone over there. But this is what we need to clear out. So this is what we're going to be working towards. I have enough for that. I have enough for that in just a moment. I'm going to have enough for that. So all I need to do is simply make the supplies, because that is the first thing we've got to do. Because if we don't, we're going to screw ourselves in the long run. Alright. So we got the timber, we got the sawhorse. We'll need a wooden anvil. Chopping spot. So let's do this. So I need 2 of those. I need 2 of these. And we just let them work. Take our potion. There we go. Alright, so we've already got the sawhorse. We need a chopping spot to make the next thing we need. And we need the furnace next. But the furnace isn't a huge thing on my to-do list. So we need some wooden wedges. Okay, now we've got that. We're going to go ahead and take this out, take this out, and we're going to leave the rest in there. The next thing we're going to need is actually going to be back here in technologies, which I think I've got. I believe I've got it unlocked already. Timber stockpile, sawhorse, chopping spot, stone stockpile. Okay, I know what we need. So we're just gonna go up here for a minute. Come to me, snipes. Come to daddy. I still took damage. Just checking up here quick for anything. So we got quite a bit of iron that we can use. Eventually that's going to be removable. Okay, so let's do this. We need to get that out of my inventory and that out of my inventory. So, let's make some meat. This may sound very morbid, but it's one of the quickest ways to get your health up. Just saying. Alright, so remember how I said we need to make sure we unlock that? We'll be unlocking that in just a moment. So we're going to do the soft because we're going to take the blood and that out. Unfortunately, the body's at 93%, which is meh. So you're probably wondering how in the hell taking the blood out helps. Notice it's perfect. We're going to go ahead and take the fat out as well. Now then, take a look at the body. Now it's got a 4. We're not going to take any meat because we don't need it. And it just made that body even better. And look at that. It's a 0. That's why you want good bodies. Bad bodies are not a good thing to have in this place. If you get bad bodies too often, it's going to bring this down. So one of the things I like to do is I like to map out plots before I move forward. Which, excuse me for just a second, guys. We're just going to go ahead and take face rig down. There she goes. That's much better. Anyways, so I always map out everything that I do with this. Because I like to have a nice, neat, and clean graveyard. When you're doing this, never undig these. You've already got them set up, but don't dig them up, because if you dig them up, you're looking at a major mess. we're at -9. That's not bad. Alright, so we need lots of points. So basically we're just gonna farm the hell out of some stuff nearby, clean up the property, get some stone, and so on and so forth. Now the only negative thing when you're starting out is you're going to only have access to a few simple things. And you're going to want to watch what you do. Because if you do the wrong thing, you're going to hurt what you can do in the future. So we're just kind of spending the day getting points, so on and so forth. Notice we got a huge amount of those points just doing that. You will notice doing something with nature, you get a large amount of green points. If you're not doing something with nature, you get a large amount of red points for like breaking certain types of rock. The bigger it is, the more you get. The smaller it is, the less points you get, and so on. So let's look at here. We've got 1311. So we're going to need that in just a minute. See, here's something you can do. You can do transplanting, beekeeping. Beekeeping is a good thing to have, but we don't need it right away. Glass is something we're going to want in a decent amount of time. Cooking is something that you kind of learn as you go along, as you do more with it. You're going to notice a lot of this stuff is got the question mark. That's because we can't do it yet. Now here's what we're working for. We need 20 points. So right now we need to go rest and then come back, and we're going to start chopping trees down like they're going out of style. Also, guys, if you don't like a certain day, if you hit your space bar, it's going to make you do an attack, and it will make you use up energy. The more energy you spend, the quicker the day ends. Things. We're going to take our logs home. Excuse me, log. Come on. I told you you're going home. Alright. Carpenter's bench. I always put mine down here. Now, you'll notice that we just used up some of the parts we needed. Don't worry, we will be fixing that soon enough. So we want to do all 11 of those. And we're going to make them. Okay, let's take a look. So I've got 5 of those. I've got my wedges. Alright. I think we got enough parts now to do what we need. So we're gonna go over this way. Word of warning, there will be bats after dark. Like I said, depending on how far you progressed in the game, bats like to show up. And there it is. So we're going to clear the path. So we ran out of energy. Not a problem. Do I have enough to quick do this? Yep, there it is. Alright. Drag the berries down here. 3 berries. Now we have enough energy to finish. And there we are. We can now progress further into the game. So, that kind of gives you a hint of what's going to happen in this game. So, we're going this way. You can see there's a fishing spot right there. We've now crossed the river. So, there are a few things in this game you desperately need. One is this right here. This is coal. Here's something you're going to notice we can't go into. So there's your next hint what's going to happen. Someone that doesn't need to breathe. So it explains it. Then here's the next one. You got marble, stone, and iron. Now, nice thing. Oh no, I ran out of energy. I guess I'll take a nap. Go. Now we're gonna go back outside. Look at that. Alright, so we're gonna make an iron stockpile right there. Another thing we're gonna need eventually is the stone stockpile, and we will unlock furnaces. But we'll get to that in a moment. A few other things you'll notice about this place. There's another path leading down. There's also this way. So this area is another place that you can build in eventually, but it's not yet. There's a gorgeous waterfall right there. Hey look, free stuff. So here, oh my god. There's the body. To call the body. So once we get the graveyard up to snuff, which won't take us very long, we're gonna have an issue with that donkey. I'm just gonna say that now. If you do not feel that you are ready to progress the story, don't talk to the donkey, and I'll show you what I mean in just a few moments. That's how easy it is to dodge bats, by the way. Because once you open that up, they start appearing. So we lost 3%. Okay. Not a big deal. So let's go ahead. Alright, clean the blood up. And let's make the body better. Perfect. Body is now up. We made a mistake. It happens, but we didn't lose any of the positives, so that's a good thing. So let's put this body right here. There we go, another burial certificate. So we've now got 2 of them. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish the work on this. Okay then. Alright, so let's see what we're lacking right now. So I need simple iron parts. That'll be fairly simple to get in just a minute. We'll just go ahead and buy just enough to get us that. And we're gonna get the filch. Alright. We're also gonna put that in there. That's going in there. That goes in there. We're gonna keep the whetstone on us. And since it's nighttime, let's go ahead and sleep. We'll make it day. And then we're gonna go into town. Ooh, excuse me. That was very loud. Ah, the village. Bunch of village idiots. Hey, look, we got a beer. Now we're gonna ask about the garden. We're gonna trade all those in for 3. Perfect. So in the beginning, before we get the chapel, you're going to have every other day an unlimited supply of dead bodies. So we just need, let's make it 5. This is the only time you're getting my money. So we're gonna go make our furnace, then we're gonna go get as much as we possibly humanly carry coal. Coal lasts longer, burns better, and is my preferred burning apparatus. So the 2 people that I deal with a lot are on these days. They come in. So, now that we have our parts, furnace. Alright, we now have a furnace. And like everything else, some assembly is a little bit required. So you'll notice we can already start with sticks. So we're going to just go ahead and light it so we get it started. And we have 6 pieces right now. Oh no, I can't quite do 6 pieces. We're only going to do 3, which is not a big deal. So we're going to get started with that. Next thing, wooden anvil. You notice it doesn't quite fit there. Hey, look, it fits there. That is going to come in handy because you notice we can now make 8 nails with 1, 4 with 1. So that's going to make life so much easier. So let's go get our coal. Donkey breath, I hope, doesn't show up yet. Watch, I mention him and he's going to probably show up. But if you're ever exhausted and he drops a body off, you can take that body and put it in the morgue and it'll drastically slow down the degradation of the body. Alright, now we mine. This is the boring part. Generally speaking, if you do things correctly, you should be able to get right around 300 normally, as long as your pickaxe doesn't break. So we're already at 113. We just need to go fix our pickaxe. While we're down there, we'll go ahead and make it daytime. And you're probably wondering, why are bats attacking? Vampire bats. It's a really bad pun. I never understood it in this game. Why bats are considered such a bad thing. But hey, whatever works, right? So we'll go ahead and quick pick this up. Notice there's a garden there too. That's something we'll deal with later. Oh no, my shovel broke. Okay, so it's church day. If you have progressed your storyline enough, you can unlock the church, unlock faith. It unlocks a lot of stuff, but we'll be getting into that in a little bit. That's a little more advanced than you guys are ready for. So we're going to already make a deposit of those. We're going to deposit that. Go ahead and fix my shovel. There we go. Checking that. Okay. And we're almost at energy, so we're going to go ahead and go inside and lay down. So there's our future plots. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna power that up. And we're going to do all of this. So we got 42 pieces in the furnace now. So we don't have to do much with that. So, that being said, the first 3 pieces, we're going to make a crap ton of nails. And you showed up. He has a worse timing. Did I mention that? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to grab the blood. Like I said, blood, fat are the things you primarily want to extract. You extract those, the body is going to be in good standing. I generally, unless I need to, I don't take any of the other bodily parts out unless I want something. Now, if I need a skull or something else for a mission, then yes, I will take that. If I get any red skulls, that body is not good enough for my graveyard. I get rid of it. Look at that. Hasn't changed anything here. Let's take a look at our technologies tree. Hey, look at this. We can now do those. Perfect. Next thing we need to look at later on down the road is going to be cremation, enhancements, and so on. But that's something we don't have to worry about it right now. Another thing you're going to notice is we can deal with decay, improvements, and so on. Here's another thing. So we have rusty tools right now. This is something we're going to want to look at getting because this will make life so much easier. But we don't need that yet. Now I do want to get the stoneworking kits because stonework does come in handy as we go along. Some people will tell you, oh, well, hold off on that. You're not ready for it yet. I say, why not? You know, why not get it taken care of? So let's take a look at what we can do. So we're going to scroll down. So the stone cutter we'll be able to do once I finish those, and I can do one of those. So we just need to do those two things, and boom, I can do that. So let's go ahead and make some filch. Boom. Go ahead and craft our nails. Now that's done. This is the stones cutting station. So I'm going to put it here. Again, like a lot of things in this game, some assembly is required. So, piece of stone makes a gravestone. There's iron. Big piece of stone makes 6. So now that we can make all that, the next thing you're going to notice is clay. We'll be doing clay shortly. So right here, I need to make, we're going to need to make at least 8 of these headstones. Oh no, I ran out of energy. It's terrible. It's terrible. Time to sleep again. So in the beginning of the game, you can focus on getting a lot of stuff done. The more you can get set up, the better. So you notice how much I just got out of doing that? So we're getting 5 points for each one of those. And that's how fast your energy runs out. Again, back in. And we sleep. Damn, that day went so by so quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft. Yeah, we'll make all these. So, there's all that. So, let's go ahead and go lay down. But we need to do one other thing quick. You're gonna notice wheat. Lots and lots of wheat. So we're going to put the wheat up here, along with everything else. Something I like to do until I actually have it set up is I put that stuff in there. Forgive me, guys. I am trying to eat something while I'm streaming. I know, breaking the cardinal rule. So I need to make 6 of these. I'm going to progress this now. I've got enough stuff started that I can officially move this forward. The ultimate goal is I want things to look like that. So we're going to start here and get these positive. So we're going to put a headstone. A gate. And there we go. Now we're 3 positive. Again, headstone. And the barrier. Now we just need to do it again. So this is a level 2. I'm sorry, this is a level 1. So let's go ahead and remove it. And let's go ahead and replace it. Again, put that in. Oh no, I ran out of energy. Quick. Nope, won't let me. Sometimes they'll let you pick something if you just barely have enough energy. Speaking of which, let's look at our tech tree. Alright, so we got 90 points in our red. So let's go ahead and use some points. There's the tools. We're going to need them. Let's do the improvements. And that will be it for the moment. Now it's time to sleep again. Okay, so 2112. So we got plenty of parts. Let's go ahead and get all these parts out of my inventory. Why are we still -1? Oof, that body is not in a happy place. You, sir, will be getting out of my graveyard. I need an exhume. But until until then, we can at least get things a little more leveled out. Points. Go ahead and remove that one. That one too. Yeah, let's take that one out. Last one. Yeah, notice we're already at 11%. If I can get this leveled up before I talk to the bishop in a moment, I can get this all up to level 30. So it goes in increments like this. First one is 5. Next one is 30. I believe the next one after that is, I think, 60. And so on. I need to look at this. Okay, so I need... That's okay. Let's put this on him. That'll at least get the negative number gone. Oof. God, why so negative? Oh wait, you probably had your parts taken out. Royal service box. So we have 3 days that we can do some more work before we have to deal with the idiot from the church. Because once we talk to him, we start a chain of events that is going to be annoying. I say this in the nicest terms, but fuck the donkey. You need technology. No. Alright, so I think we've got enough stuff now. Let's look at tools. I'm gonna make one of those, and one of those. Okay? Now, this is an axe level 1. So total efficiency is 100%. I'm going to get rid of the old one. There. And it's time to rest until Donkey shows up. Because Donkey should be showing up anytime now. Because he brings a nice juicy corpse at least once a week. Generally it's on this day. And if you ever want to know when somebody comes by, Donkey. He delivers bodies. He's a left-wing person. See? Speak of the devil. You bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Shoo. Bringing me bodies. Expecting me to clean up your messes. perfect body. Like I said, we don't want any imperfect bodies in this graveyard. They must be happy. Because you notice, it levels itself out. So we've still got to do a couple other things, but the bodies that have got to go are some of these negative bodies that were already pre-existing. That sounds probably pretty harsh. Why get rid of a body? Well, let's think about this. Red is not your friend. At least when you're building a graveyard. I got 4 pieces. So I need to make wooden planks. Get that. Okay. So let's take a look at something here. So this one, I have plenty to make. It only takes 1 item to make it, and it gives me 2. If I went with the other one, it takes twice as much supplies, and it gives me 2. See the picture? I see the picture too. Alright. So it's now... Oh, God. Bless it. And the Inquisitor is now here. Damn it. Well, there went this day. I was hoping, as long as I didn't progress him, we wouldn't run into the Inquisitor, but we're now running into the Inquisitor. That is this day. So, meet the bad guy. Or at least one of the bad guys. You do not want to... So, he thinks he's protecting the world when in fact they're destroying it. So, here's a spoiler alert. Behind here is your way out. Now, to progress this game, you're going to have to make friends with him. So, to move forward, we got to get to be his friend. We will make it happen. Now, here's the thing. They kill people at random. This is something you'll notice. Here is the end game. So, we've now met with the Monsignor, who is our main problem. We will deal with him in time. Alright, so now that that's dealt with, let's get back to what we were doing. By the way, we did get rid of the... Oh, we haven't got rid of the old one. Well. We got our shiny new tools. They're in there. We're gonna make these. So you notice there's our energy. Takes 10 energy to make one of these. So we got 3 more to go. We're gonna go lay down. So, something you're going to notice in this game, we're producing 1 piece of iron at a very slow rate. We unfortunately have no control over that. This game sucks on that. I'm gonna say it now. It sucks. Alright. So let's go ahead. The new headstone. And we're going to put the new frame on. Oh yeah, we're already at 15%. Fabulous. You know what? How much is that giving? I guess 1.5. Look at that, we're already at 20%. 21%. So you see these zeros? We need to get them out of this. Which we will eventually get rid of them, but it's going to take a little time. Which we're not in a super big rush yet. We'll deal with them. So, let's look at this. We've now got a nice production going here. Let's go take a look and see what we can do with the rest. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get one of those and one of these. And we can cut more trees down once we get to that point. Let's do 4 wedges. Oh, not enough energy. So, on this day, the astrologer shows up. I generally don't talk to him yet until I get the church unlocked and I get a little bit done in there. Then we'll deal with him. Because we're about to hit the next day and I need to get a little bit more done before I have to deal with an angry donkey from hell. Go down here. Look at that. So we can almost get that done right away. Go ahead and fix this. Perfect. Let's talk to Gary. There's his beer. So, he wants a bottle of wine. That's something we can deal with a little bit later. So, looking at this, this is the preparation place. We need more pallets for bodies later. Okay, so we need stone. Oh, look, stone. How convenient. So, it used to take a shit ton of energy with the rusty tools. 3 energy now. So, this is something we will learn about soon. This is under the pottery tree, which unlocks over in, I believe it's in this section. It'll be over here. But soon we'll be dealing with that. So let's do this. We're going to fix the outside. Okay, hatch is fixed for the morgue. Let's see here. And we needed those. We're going to do 3 of them. And it's time to rest. Especially since it's nighttime. So, this is D-Day, as I like to call it. You know why I call it D-Day? Because we're gonna have to deal with an angry, pissed off donkey in a minute. First things first. Before I go deal with the bishop, we're going in here. And we're going to finish this chute because bodies coming down here do not start rotting as quickly. So having that chute done makes life a lot easier. Alright. I love that there was one time they did May the Force be with you. It was hilarious. So here's the new perks. We are a preacher. So we're going to do a sermon. Now, faith. Faith is going to be something we are going to see. So we're going to go way to outside for him. Where the hell did he go? So here's one of the ultimate things we want to get is the town pass. I feel suddenly very gypped. So you remember all that blood and everything I've been gathering? Here's why we need it. Faith. The final frontier. Alright, so we need a study table, which that's a study table. Let's look at our options here. There it is, paper crafting. Because we're going to need it. That is how we get any of our stuff. So we need the complex iron parts. Remember what I said? We need those. Now it's getting to that point where I need them. But first, we're going to look in here. So these can be broke down for paper. Speed potion. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to notice that you can destroy something. We don't want to destroy these. We need those, just like this. So, that being said, a lot of this stuff we don't need right now. So we don't need that. We don't need that. Nope. Nope, nope. All that stuff. And we're going to go ahead and put that back in here. Yeah, I feel gypped. He left. So I have to wait a week before I can get moved forward. Ugh. What a dick. Alright, so we need to go break down some shrubs. How much do we need to get that technology? We need 5. We have 4. Oh look, this is going to be so hard. Yay. Look at that. Alright, so let's go over here. Let's see what it's going to take. That's terrible. Next thing we're gonna set up is gonna be that. And you can set up multiple tasks as you go along, but you don't want to get yourself too stretched out. The system automatically deducts what you have. Oh, hell. So this is DLC, guys. If you do not have DLC, don't worry about this. This will not happen. We're going to skip through this because this is all DLC. You won't run into this. This is an extra thing. It's just like the vampire quest is going to pop up. Yes, yes, oh yes, oh yes. So, you're gonna notice this. Refugee happiness, all that. We currently have 3 tents in this. So we need to build a well. But then need a happiness of 3. Anyways, so yeah, these guys are at the far north side. So here's where we're at. There's our quarry. And then Witch Hill and the farms and everything. like I said, this is something you won't have to deal with if you do not have DLC. I have all the DLCs because they were on sale. I bought them. They were only $5 a piece. And we're going to go ahead and sleep till morning. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some more supplies out of here if we have it, which we don't. I think we've got more than enough. I think we were just short that one part. Alright, so this is now going to come into play. Ugh. It's one of those things, sometimes it don't pay to be the graveyard keeper, I'm just saying. One thing we will look at. Hello, Eric. How are you, sir? Alright, so we need that. To progress on. So we've got a good percentage in that. That's all set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and clear this. Oh, hell. Completely understand. We're just doing a from the beginning build and explaining how this game runs. A little hint. Yeah, it's an extremely good game. So if you've ever played Stardew Valley or any of those kind of games, it's similar to this, but it's a darker version of it. If you go and look at the VOD, when my stream's over, I explain how to start the game. It's a really easy game once you figure out the mechanics. The only negative side is they didn't show how your mechanics run. But I highly recommend folks get it because it is one of those, once you get into it, the hours slip away. Because I've already been streaming for almost 2 hours and time's just kind of moved on. So, yeah, we have to unfortunately deal with him in a minute, but I'm not going to deal with him, and as long as I don't talk to him, the body doesn't go bad. So we need, for the technology tree we need 5, we've got 3. not going to deal with his happy ass. Oh yeah. Honestly, this is a really good game. I like it a lot. I played it. Sweet. I hope you like it. When I bought this game originally, they hadn't finished it yet. But the game is now 100% complete. They are adding more into it. So it's one of those, try it out, see if you like it. Most likely, if you've played any of the others, you're going to like it. Alright, let's get this over with. The shit-talking donkey. What the? Oh yeah, the body went into the hatch. Ah, Gary. Alright. So... the donkey, unfortunately, tends to be an asshole. So we're going to extract blood. This body, unfortunately, is going to turn into my... I take everything out of it, and then I get rid of it. Take the skull now. Go ahead and take his flesh. Ah, darn. 3 skulls. They're red. Gotta go. You don't make the cut for this, sir. So you have to go this way. So, word of advice. If you start playing this game, if you have any bodies that have 3 any red skulls, don't put them in your graveyard. Bodies with skulls that are red are a negative effect.